Hello and welcome to another episode here on our channel. We are Honeymoon Campers and it's taken us 14 months to travel around Europe looking for the perfect place they would like to call home. We have found our peaceful oasis here in central Portugal where we are dreaming of building our homestead from scratch. And as starting from scratch, things take time, and today in this episode we are tackling a bathroom. This will be a standalone building on our land and it will make a day-to-day life a lot easier and more comfortable. Today we've got some extra hands on the deck, which means on the toilet, and we're so excited because it means this toilet is going to be done quicker.
We're making serious progress.
All before breakfast. Last night my mum and my stepdad arrived on our land for the first time. That's the first ever guests that are sleeping over here as well, which is obviously even more exciting. So we're getting all the help on the toilet that we can. We're not going to have it finished, and me and my mum are off to do something else. Whilst the boys are on the bathroom, me and my mum are going to pick some stones up to do as a edging around the flower bed, which I was meant to do absolute ages ago. It's so humid today. We've just managed to pick up a few stones and we're going to take them to the flower bed. I'm just wondering what's going on here in this bathroom. How's it going?
Very well. We finishing the jobs that we left to finish off later.
Now is later.
Now it's later.
Window frames in, roof edged off, inspection ticked off. Now I can go on to my bit.
Trying not to break it.
We've done some good progress yesterday on the sanitary block, as Martin likes to call it, and then spent absolutely hours in the hardware store in the city. And then when we went to the collection point, we got told that there was a error on the system and what we wanted is not available. So after a few hours we had to change over all our plans for the bathroom or the design and go for a different option. And The guys are on it back this morning. The weather is not helping. Let's see what's going on. Do you want to tell me what's going on and how are things looking?
Looking good. We're doing another subfloor to get rid of some of the wavy bits on our first floor. Tu jest.
Super busy. So with the weather being in its worst timing, my mum always has the best of lucks and arrives when it's raining, and this is the only week it's meant to be raining in all of this month and probably next month. So yeah, it's just something that always happens, unfortunately, and I do wish her to finally go away someday to have nice weather in October. But whilst the guys are out doing stuff in the sanitary building, and whilst I wait for any visible changes so that I can record an update for you, I thought that me and my mum could go and plant some dahlias by the fence over there. I'm not sure if you remember, in the last episodes I told you about the 3 dahlia plants that I bought in spring. Brought them here, left them in the caravan, they almost rotten away, and they started blooming when I planted and watered them. So it's been around a month since I planted them. They grew amazingly, and now that we have the rainy season, I think it's a good time to plant them. I know it's not springtime, I know it's autumn, and I know you're supposed to plant them in spring, but what else can I do if not experiment? So that's what we're doing. I got this little psyllium. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but it's a fruit bush that produces little orange fruits, and in the supermarkets you can normally buy them with dried leaves around them. So it's Phyllis psyllium, something like that. I can never pronounce these things. But yeah, this is another thing that we're going to be planting today. So we managed to plant 2 dahlias and the fruit bush, and then the rain just started pouring, so it is melon break. It's currently the season for mellow Blanco, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's one of those slightly whitish yellow ones. They are pretty nice, and they are apparently a regional, or you know, the whole country is known for them, so that's what we've been eating recently. Let's chop some up. The boys are on their way, so I'm just gonna have one now. Oops, they are a bit flimsy. It's been a couple of hours since I've been here, and very eager to go in and see. It looks awful outside, I have to say. What's going on here, lads? Is that what we call a workshop? Yikes. Alright, never mind, let's see what it looks like inside. Okay. I've got really muddy shoes and I don't exactly want to walk in, but we've got the flooring, which is a light grey colour, which we decided to go with in the end after spending a few hours in the building warehouse, and eventually after paying, going to collect it on the other side of the warehouse, we find out there's an error on the system, and what they have in stock and what it says they have in stock are very, very different numbers. So eventually we went with waterproof flooring. Oh my gosh, we've got the shower tray in as well. It's like a really nice stone texture shower tray. We didn't really want to go for the plastic ones, we wanted to keep it quite natural. The windows are in and the walls are boarded off. I mean, this looks like a room I would actually sleep in here. And that's exactly what Martin said. He said, oh, why don't we just, you know, put a bed in here and have a shower tray? Well, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Oh, this is finally taking shape, and I am so pleased my stepdad is helping us with this. Or more like we're helping him with this, because he knows way more than we do. And if we were to do this, which has taken him, well, probably all in all, one day, because I only did a couple of hours yesterday and just a few hours today, this will take us about 3 weeks. And that's Martin's words, not even mine. So I'm so happy this is getting done, and the weather outside is not great. It's hard to do anything outside, but this is coming along, and right now this is the only place that's nice to be in, because it's all closed off, and the caravan's obviously not the best place because it gets muddy and whatnot, and we're actually contemplating whether we should just bring the table and chairs in here and stay here for the evening. But there's no light, so that's the only downside yet. It's happening. Having these windows makes this building feel like an actual toilet building and not just a shed without windows. They bring in a lot of light, plus I adore showering outside, so having these, both of them, feels like we're going to be showering outside, which I am super, super excited about. The inside of the outdoor sanitary block is looking very, very, very nice. However, I can't walk on there because of the bottom blocks are currently being remodeled, and currently the guys are on the staircase, which we're super excited about because we had absolutely no idea how on earth to even start a staircase. So that's what they're doing now. The light is getting a bit dark now. I think there's a thunderstorm on the way. The clouds are just really, really dark over there, and it's all coming this way. Wow, these last few days it was just raining non-stop, hence why there's absolutely no footage. We're just in the van, sleeping, chilling and working. But my parents have gone now. This bathroom looks amazing. It's all closed off. We now have Martin inside. You can't really tell, it's very dark in there, working on the separation wall for one of the bathrooms, and I'll show you exactly what we've done. We don't have any proper lighting in here just yet. We're using a temporary LED light that we used for vlogging and filming. But the floor is in now. We have the shower tray, windows, boiler, plumbing, cables, electricity, more plumbing, shower, lights to be put on eventually. It's all coming together, and Martin is going away soon, so I'll have this whole building to paint inside with the hydro block, which is going to prevent any mold, moisture, etc. from the bathroom coming in onto the walls.
Go.
Partition wall in the making.
Nice and
One
flush.
is half done. Just needs another piece on this side.
Getting there. The reason we're only doing the inside wall of this part of the bathroom first, because I'm going away and it leaves Kinga with a task to do. What we're going to be doing is using this waterproofing membrane called Hydro Block. Inside here it's white, so it's going to stay as white OSB for now, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to put on top of it.
We've cleaned this mess up a little bit. There's not much that has changed, but in the next episode I'm going to be painting the inside of this building with the hydro block. So with that we'll then be able to use the shower. It won't be finished, but it will be usable, which we are very excited about. But for now, thank you very much for tuning into this week, and see you next week.